I would tell you my name, as that seems the proper place to start a story, but I don't have a name, so forgive me. When I was born, the obstetrician suffered a spontaneous muscle twitch while severing the umbilical cord that attached me to my mother. 2 inches of razor-sharp steel sliced from the bottom of my rib cage across my stomach to my opposing hip, lacerating the organs beneath. Normally, such a wound would mean death to a newborn within minutes, if not seconds. I did not die. In front of the petrified doctor's eyes, before the blood even had time to flow, the gash healed itself completely. Within a dozen seconds, I was unblemished and wailing healthily. That day, the day I lived, was the day my life ended. My parents lost custody in a flurry of scientific adrenaline, and I was whisked away to a research facility where I spent the next 10 years being scanned, probed, and tested. Fascinated by my inexplicable self-healing capacity, scientists and doctors from all over the world paid to get their hands on me for so little as an hour. Too caught up in the frenzy of discovery to remember that I was a human, just like them, they strapped me to a rolling stretcher and wheeled me around the facility. My life was spent in one test room after another and in the hallways in between. The hallways were the worst parts. The waiting, strapped to the stretcher, staring at a closed door and wondering what awaited me inside. More knives to cut me, lasers, probes, hot needles, sharp metal, syringes to inject death viruses. I was not afraid of death, quite to the contrary. Knowing no other than the life of a lab rat, I yearned for death. Beyond the sweet veil of death lay something I had never before known, something so alluring I smiled as I dreamt of it at night. Peace. Peace from the tests, the atrocities. No more scientists in white lab coats, no more peering eyes and muttered conferences, no more injections and dismemberment. If there was one thing I knew in life, it was that I could not die. So quite naturally, dying was the only thing I wanted, but it was beyond me. Every time they devised a new way to kill me, my body healed flawlessly and instantaneously. Within moments, my flesh regenerated and the pain dissolved. It must not have been that bad then, you must think. If the pain disappeared moments after it came, what was I so afraid of? Let me tell you. Something that lasts only moments becomes your life when the moments are never ending. Imagine being pierced with a needle. The pain is only temporary, not so bad. But then imagine being stabbed with the needle, having it withdrawn, then being stabbed again 5 seconds later, and again, and again. Such was my life. Night was my respite when they let me sleep like a normal human being, the sole privilege left to me. But during the day, they tested. Tested. It became a word of hatred to me. They worked against my body every atrocity they could contrive. And I healed, and healed, and healed. Healing has never been such a curse. I sought death at their hands, but it evaded me. Over the course of 10 years, maturing from infancy to toddlerhood to childhood, with painstaking slowness, I came to detest my life and searched for an end however I could. I tried convincing my body not to heal itself. It didn't listen. I thought that perhaps if I was asleep when the virus was injected, my unconscious mind would fail to respond quickly enough. I was wrong. I could not die. And so I sought relief from the maddened terror of my life in other, small ways. Small disobediences, after all, they could not hurt me as punishment. There was no motivation for a boy whose life was punishment already. Unfortunately, I had super healing abilities, not super strength. And when they locked me in a sealed room, there was nothing I could do but pace in endless, restless circles.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.